Okay, what's up, guys? I'm gonna try out this new method where there's like gameplay in the background and I'm talking. We're gonna see how it goes. Bear with me and feel free to give me your thoughts. But what I really want to talk about today is like progression in life. And I feel like so much of society is based in this growth and this desire to move forward, which I don't think is bad. I think a society and I think a lot of people should be driven and should be going towards a goal. But I feel like what gets a lot of people in ruts is life. Like life's gonna happen. You're gonna hit a point where you're stagnant and you're not moving forward. And the thing is, with media and with the people around you, you start comparing yourself to others and you're like, well, while they're moving forward, I'm stuck in this one place. Why am I not moving forward? And the big thing is that in life, like the best possible outcomes, the best possible things that are going to happen to you take time and it takes like perseverance. No one becomes an Olympic gold medalist overnight. No one becomes a billionaire overnight. It's something that takes years and years of hard work and takes periods of times where you're like, I don't know if this is for me, but you have to push past that feeling. I like to think back to when we were in younger elementary school and we were learning ABCs and how to tie our shoes. And I remember back then, it took me years to learn how to tie my shoe. I don't know if anyone else is in this boat, but it took me a good 1 or 2 years to learn how to tie my shoe. And now looking back, I'm like, oh, I could learn that in a few seconds. But that's how life goes. Like sometimes, in order to make progression, you have to take baby steps first. Like not everything in life is gonna be one big step, two big step, three big step. I'm done. Like sometimes in life, it's slow progression which will eventually snowball. A recent example that I feel like would resonate with people a bit more than like learning my ABCs or tying my shoes, because I'm sure most of my viewers are around my age, if not older. But recently, I climbed the tallest peak in Texas, Guadalupe Peak. Me and my buddy did it, and I remember it was a little over 8 miles to the top and a little over 4,000 feet of elevation. I remember I was probably only a mile or two in, and I'm like, dang, bro, like this is like I'm a runner and I'm fit. And I'm like, this is taking a long time. And I could feel my legs. Like at first I was doing like a brisk kind of jog up the cliff face. But now I was doing kind of like a little slow walk. Like I wasn't moving very fast. And I remember as I'm like doing this like saunter, like this slow little thing, my buddy, he's behind me. He's letting me pace. So I should have prefaced this before. I like tried to stop. I was like, "Hey, can we sit down for a sec?" Even though we're only like a fourth of the way through, I'm like, "Hey, can we sit down?" And he's like, "No, no, don't sit down." And he's like, with climbing and stuff, and with these trails, the best possible method is to just think I'm almost there. Just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer, and then we'll be at the top. And at first, I kind of thought he was crazy. I was like, what do you mean? Like just keep going? Like isn't it more logical if I'm a little tired to stop? And what I didn't realize as we kept going up the cliff face, it it was way better to just keep walking rather than rest. Because I mean, once I got to the top, I mean, I sat down then and watched the clouds and stuff for a bit. But I think it really spoke to life a bit, which whether he meant to or not, it says a lot about like about progress and ambition. Is that if you have a goal, it's more logical to keep going, even if you're doing a slow little walk, like even if you're barely moving, it's more logical to do a slow saunter towards your goal rather than stop and take a break. Because I guarantee you, if I stopped to take a break, I wasn't going to get up and start sprinting. I wasn't going to get up and start jogging. I was going to do roughly the same exact pace. Like if I stopped, I wasn't going to make up time. I wasn't going to do this. Like it was a million times better to just keep going. I want to preface that I think breaks are okay, but I feel like my idea of a break and someone else's idea of a break is different. But I feel like if you need to step away from something, let's say you're playing a sport. Let's say you're a professional athlete and you got an injury. I don't think you should play through and make it permanent where you have to retire like next season, I think yes, step away, recover, so that way you can play like 5 to 10 more seasons rather than play kind of a crappy season with a hurt leg and then you're done. Um, but what I think you should do is if you're feeling burnt out or if you're not doing okay, take a step back. That's always fine. You're going to make more progress when you take that step back. But what I really want to hit home is that you're never going to get towards your goal if you're always making up excuses for needing to take a break. If you're always like, "Oh, well this is going on, I got to push it back." Like maybe when I'm older, I'll do the goal. Maybe when this, maybe when that. It's such a dangerous thing in the human mind of like free will to do something whenever you want because a lot of people they're going to end up not doing it. They're going to end up not going towards that goal because they're doing something else. Everyone's going to get to this crossroads at some point in their life where they got to choose to give up or to keep going with something even if your progress is stunted or you got to take slow steps. And a lot of people in their head are like, "Oh no, I'll keep going. I'll keep going." But then life happens, financial issues happen, you see other people succeeding, and all of a sudden you're like, "Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should just give up." But what I want you to know is giving up on something that you love, that you truly want to see progress in, is the biggest mistake you will ever make in your life. Because I don't want anybody in life to die knowing that they never fulfilled their dream when it was possible. Because I'm telling you guys, even if you make the tiniest, and I mean the most minuscule of progress, you are still going towards your goal. I'd rather you crawl towards the finish line than step off to the side. God bless you guys. Let me know if y'all like the video, and I'll decide what to do moving forward. Love you guys.